Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. He's got room to the 45. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
This is a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Once again, it's Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Great. Trimmer.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. To throw on second down is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
No contact. And anyway,
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on time. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tavarius Ward. And the Colts are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
In motion is Warren. First carry now for the former Badgers, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 11.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight.
That's good.
Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. That one into the hands of Downs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 6.
Here we go, shot.
Shotgun now for Jones. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he will go all the way. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 7, Eagles nothing. Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 2nd and 10. So the Eagles will use their 1st time out here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Great, set. Hey, 73.
Hurts working in the pistol. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
63.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Hurts and Brown connect. And it's a 1st down for Philly.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The UCLA man, the former 1st-rounder, Latu, he gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. Got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
A 41-yard gain. And an Eagle 1st down.
Hurts will try it again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Open space inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
33-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Let's go.
To throw. It's Jones. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. That's Pierce in motion. They'll run here with Hill. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score. as we begin half number 2. On the return, it's Doolin. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Jones to throw. He'll take a deep shot for Downs. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown. Touchdown, Colts. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here's a 2-point try. Jones bringing the offense to the line.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack 2 balls onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
On the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the ground. It's Barkley to start the drive. Lots of space. Past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two. Saquon going to try to run it in. And he's into the end zone again. It's the octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2. All 8 points for good measure. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
From 31-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Jones to throw on second down. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
He'll take a deep shot for down. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's complete. Kylan Granson. And they will finally run him down. It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he's in. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Receiver, that's Michael Pittman. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Ready. Here we go, set.
Throwing on first down is Jones. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
The
Trader now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here is Shipley on the return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through three. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run to Barkley. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. We'll try to run here with Barkley. First down and more. Past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, Eagles.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long. But in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, it's Doolin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Let's go.
On first and 10, here's Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Zach Baum in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. Still on the move. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 4.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. They'll go with Taylor. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll drop to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing now is Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
And the Colts first down.
Here's Taylor. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. And now the decision is go for two. That's a gutsy call, and really, in effect, it's ball game right here. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Great.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Indianapolis.
That's garbage.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. We're through the warm-ups. Both teams are ready. And here we go from New Orleans. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. And as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him from the 31. From the pistol, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
at their own 28-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Cowboy 80.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Ready, go.
Off the play action. Chuck. Pressure's there, and he closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit.
Okay, ready.
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Warriors 70. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19. Get up.
4th down, here's Shuck. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's 2nd down.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Hurts now from the gun. Got for big yards on the right side. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on their in-state rivals to the west, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Great, sir. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Steelers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Inside. No.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit hot. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Zach
play.
Bond there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw is Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Bond from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Third and 19. Now Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and the ball is knocked out. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing,
Not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Full right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra
from 10 yards out.
And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Steelers, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26. Green 18. Green 18.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Green 18.
Here's Rodgers.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a first and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, green 18. Check 30.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
A
2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. This one finds Austin out right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Get 358.
Rodgers again now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 6-1, 319.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 60 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
That's the score. Eagles 21. Steelers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Look at the big fella go. He may go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Fryermuth, 73 yards. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Eagles 21, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 22.
No touch. Trimmer. No touch.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Great. Set. On anyone else?
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Set. 180.
They'll set up to throw.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
No. Stay right. 319.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Second and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. No. 50.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Eagles 21, Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to throw.
And he is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. The 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Great. Set.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some...
And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick, and that's a big mistake.
Great. Set. With it.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. 138 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Eagles first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
2nd down and
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.